Opulent risings. What should I call y'all? Collective viewers? I don't know. Uh, but what's up? Shit, you know what? As I'm going through this whole little content creation thing that I'm trying to do now, where at this point it's really just showing up and being consistent. I guess I just kind of want to share these morning revelations or reflections that I've been having um, as I sit with my daily readings. Let me just say I appreciate whoever it is still tuning in, still checking up to see what I'm talking about. Don't know why, but hey, appreciate you. Because I'm definitely not following nobody no more. I've always been here to provide some shit. So that's all I'm finna do these days. If you don't like it, that's fine. But this is what I'm here for. And I stand on that. So what I've been thinking about as of late, especially with the event coming up. I mean, I'm always thinking about anime because life is anime. Life is animation. You know what I mean? Uh, Four elements. You know what I mean? We live by the breath. So uh, I've always kind of watched things, and I don't know. There's a certain level of, are you familiar with the term predictive programming? This concept that maybe forces that be, it's a conspiracy theory really, but that forces maybe are preparing society for changes, and they put these changes as new concepts and new stories in media. I don't think I've experienced it more than I have in my dealings when I'm watching something that's animated. And I don't even watch anime like that these days. If I'm honest with you, it's just a whole lot of it's a whole lot of work. You know what I mean? But there was a point in time when I'm not even gonna hold you. That's all I watched. Um, and so as I'm reading the Technomancer's Handbook uh, of merging magic with AI, and I found this book as a PDF, piqued my interest, of course, right? Because I've also been going through journeys, which is um, not just being, not only just being curious about AI, but like trying to push it, trying to figure out like what's to this shit. Because the more that I learn about AI from other sources, there seems to be a couple of different notches. Like the chat GBTs and the boxes that we have, that's like the first phase. But even the models of things that you can see now, they're like robots and shit like that. Like this be the shit that like motherfuckers didn't seen years ago. And so then now I be watching the world, and I'm like, well, when are we getting the Gundams? Because I know the Gundams are coming, right? Because like even before I used to watch Mega Man, NT Warriors. This was before AI, and I remember watching that shit as a kid, where they all had these little cell phones and these battle chips, and everything you could jack into it, and everything was internet based, and everything had viruses, and you had these personal navigators that did everything from answering your emails to waking you up for school. And I remember watching that shit as a kid, like 10, you know what I mean? I remember watching this shit 10, 15, 20 years ago, and like, oh, that'll never be. And now here we are. And so now as I'm reading this Technomancer's book, and this book is like 3 years old. It was written 2023. But as I'm going through just the pages now, everything from being able to use work with AI as far as like divination, um, being able to assist with invocation, evocation, ceremonial magic. Like a lot of the stuff that this book is talking about, I probably kind of already naturally dabbled into it. I think a lot of us probably already have. But I do appreciate its content because it has a lot of ethic and moral standards that uh, you're probably better off practicing. Um, but again, as I as I watch a lot of this stuff, the predictive programming is getting to the point now where I'm almost fearful to watch anything new. Like even as I meditate on time, timelines, and the whole spiritual um, angle of resonance and affinity and resonating with this frequency or resonating with that frequency. You know what I mean? As I'm going through these experiences, man, I don't know. It's just kind of like I'm watching the things that I used to see become reality. And the more information that seems to be out now, the more discerning it seems that one must be. And I mean, I don't know. Somewhere I thought I had a whole lot more organization in what I wanted to say with y'all. But no. The times that we're in right now is somewhere between this golden renaissance where literally anything new can happen, and at the same time this what the fuck do they call that shit in Revelations when they start beaming people up and you get left behind? I forgot what that shit is called, but like that time of darkness, that also seems to be the experience too, as we are working on experiencing the reality that we want to experience. Sure, you can't just like vibrate into a better reality. No, but how well we are apt at handling our everyday habits in conjunction with these new tools kind of seems to be the game. And so I guess I'm not just kind of sit with this, man. I guess I'll just leave y'all with that. That like, don't get lost in the sauce out here because it's a lot of sauce to get lost into. A lot. And I mean, I'm only seeing things get more advanced and more advanced and more advanced. So I guess like as I learn more about AI and I'm trying to figure out how I can work a little bit more with this than against it, I don't know, it seems like a prerogative at this point, just because if not, this shit'll kind of phase you out. And I mean, you see that with the generation before, where like, if you didn't get with the computers, you didn't get on the internet, and you didn't start like utilizing that shit, you know what I mean? You're gonna be fucked up. And I'm seeing that happen with AI. So then now, you know what I mean? It'd be crazy too. I think about watching some shit like Sword Art Online, and then now they have the Oculus sets. You kind of must make the Oculus sets now. Now you can actually tap in. Once they take that shit to the next level, oh my God, it's gonna be a whole new world. Whole new world.